I live in Washington, D.C. Yeah, I know, so what? So do a lot of people. But I'm telling you this because I happen to know something about a neighborhood called Dupont Circle. And for the next half hour, you can think of me as your tour guide. This place is schizophrenic. It's both chaotic and calm. And all kinds of people come together here. And for me, it's definitely a love-hate relationship. I'll walk around and I'll hear about 1,000 languages. Half the time, I don't know what I'm hearing.
しばしばにでっかい街は圧倒的なんですけど
Yet at the same time, this diversity is one of the cool things about this place. But it can be cold, fast-paced, and overwhelming.
Doors closing.
Then you get to Dupont Circle on a sunny day, and all of a sudden, the place seems like an oasis. But it doesn't last long. Chaos surrounds Dupont Circle like a cloud of smoke, finding its way through the cracks. People here keep to themselves, perhaps to the extreme. They can be indifferent, selfish, and callous. Maybe that's just what living in a big city does to you. Avoid unnecessary conversations, avoid eye contact, avoid any contact.
Fuck you and everybody in your family forever!
I came here originally in 1969 on a 2-week vacation, and I've never left. I fell in love with Dupont Circle.
I've been here now since 1954, and I've lived within the Dupont Circle area all that time, and I wouldn't move anywhere else.
It's, there's a sense of community, but there's also discord. There's unity in terms of the community, but there's also a great amount of diversity. I think all those things, make DuPont a very unique place.
I like to have a one-on-one conversation with the person who designed the traffic flow of Dupont Circle. I mean, on one hand, it makes perfect sense. On the other, it is completely confusing. You'd think it'd be simple, right? Like, green light, go. No, it does not mean go. No, it's not simple. It's not simple, all right? And anyway, you can't just watch the traffic lights. You watch the traffic lights, you miss the yield sign. You miss the yield sign, you're gonna miss the sign that tells you go, unless someone else is coming. Why are you looking at me?
DuPont Circle, of course, was initially laid out by L'Enfant in the city, the plan of Washington, D.C. by L'Enfant. At the time, of course, DuPont Circle was just a marshland. It wasn't until the 1870s, when the area was drained, that the construction started in the neighborhood, and the first mansions were developed. And the circle then was just a sort of a dirt path. The traffic got so bad that the Dupont Circle was one of the first circle to get traffic lights, and those were installed in 1929, I believe. I see records going back into the 30s, when the city at one time tried to stop or ban traffic in the circle, which lasted less than a day. In the 30s and in the 40s, they began looking at putting an underpass for through traffic so they didn't have to go around the circle. We also had a streetcar that ran up Connecticut Avenue, that ran underneath the circle, and had 8 entrances into the underground of Dupont Circle.
I don't know where people learn to drive. It's really kind of scary in the city, particularly when it's snowing.
People should have to take a class before driving here.
What you need to do is you need to learn the city and know how these streets run, because as they come off the circle, they go in all directions.
There are about, I think, 13 different arteries that come into the circle, and so traffic can get backed up very easily.
My God, I went around the circle 4 times before I knew how to get off.
After a few near misses and some finger flying, I've begun to recognize a pattern. I need to explain that Dupont Circle has 2 traffic circles, right? We got the inner circle. Come on! And we got the outer circle. You know, I'm convinced there's others, but I just haven't found them yet. The outer circle, for the most part, operates like this.
The outer ring being to go off on the various arteries, the inner ring to just stay on the main avenues.
People have never heard of the concept of yield traffic in the circle. They just kind of blunder their way into the circle and pray that they get to the other side without hitting somebody.
All you can do is hope and pray that they don't hit you.
The circle is the second largest circle in the city. There are 19 circles in Washington, D.C., and DuPont's the second largest.
And these streets are coming at you at all angles. See that? You got people want to go this way, and you got cars coming at them like that. There's no way anyone's going to get anywhere. And then there's the inner circle, man, where you got a 1 in 4 chance of getting where you need to go. The inner circle has its own set of traffic lights and signs, strategically placed right beside the ones for the outer circle. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, some are right even above each other, you know? So determining what light you need to be reacting to is also just a matter of odds. And through it all, you need to figure out what these traffic lights are implying and what these signs are suggesting. What? What do you want me to do?
Structurally, the circle itself, especially with that beautiful fountain of the nude male in the center of the circle, has always been something of a drawing card, I think, for gay men. I've talked to other people who were here in the 50s and 60s, and even back then, Dupont Circle was known as a cruising ground for gay people.
But it was more quiet and under the table because, of course, it was illegal to hang out in bars and things like that.
I think the fact that it was also the center of the anti-war effort in many ways. There were organizations that had offices all around the circle. And so lots of the anti-war effort was centered in this area. Those people came, and many of those people were gay or lesbian.
It's primarily gay, but even, you know, even there's a mixed crowd, and I mean, people are kind of just, you know, let you do what you want. And I wouldn't say it's as laid back as the West Coast, but for Washington, it's fine. I mean, I guess because there are a lot of gay businesses in the area, and a lot of gay people live in the area.
It's a pretty interesting place, a place to see and be seen, to parade.
It's a pretty tight-knit community around here. Everybody knows everybody.
I mean, you've got gays, the straights, the I don't knows.
Dupont Circle is like the only place like I really knew of, you know, where to find people like myself. And I started coming here, and actually it's the one place that within the city that I always feel safe.
The whole area is very relaxed, very easygoing.
Heterosexuals who live in Dupont Circle are, for the most part, very, very comfortable living around gay people and supporting gay people's fight for equality and things of that nature.
We did have a bit of problem at first with the openness. The straight community seemed to be a little bit taken back or unnerved by young guys holding hands and kissing in public and all that, but that soon dissipated.
Gay people can walk around holding hands with their significant others without any fear of being attacked for the most part or being looked down upon, and that's a very positive thing for our community.
You can be yourself, and not worry about, you know, people judging it, no matter what you're like, no matter what you're doing, you know, if you have a mohawk and anything, you know.
It is a very freeing place. It's a place where you can be yourself. You can walk in drag, you can, two women can walk holding hands, two men can walk. It's a very open-minded area.
Are you ready to play a little bingo? Yes. Let's get this motherfucker rolling. Come on, girl. Any bingo at all will win. Any bingo at all. And your next number in this exciting game of bingo is G49. G49. G49.
We've taken a very old concept bingo, which nobody seems to like, and created something unique and different with it. So it's always good when you can reinvent something.
Are you lesbians? Yeah. Me too! Oh,
yeah. If I have to put all this on, you best believe I'm gonna come up and make your life hell. But it's done in a good way.
All right, honey, remember, I don't come on your job kicking dicks out of your mouth. Don't do it on mine. Meow.
I've been doing drag for about 5 years, and I've been doing bingo here for a year and a half now. So I'm actually the owner of this club, so I only do drag 2 nights a week.
A man dressed up in women's clothing isn't always met with as much enthusiasm as one would hope.
Hallelujah, thank you, I told you you would win.
It's a very mixed crowd. Very mixed crowd. There's it's probably 50-50, 50 gay, 50 straight.
Straight men tend to feel a little bit more threatened than women. Women tend to usually be very open about it, and all they want to know is, how'd you get your eyes to do that? What kind of mascara are you using? That kind of thing. But straight men tend to be somewhat more threatened by the whole thing.
To all the men we've loved before, oh, yes. May they rot in hell.
I come here for one reason alone. I have to play my radio, go round and round, let people hear, music to make them feel better. I mean, I don't want to make somebody feel bad because, of whatever reason that, they came here. I want to leave that outside, I want to, like, you hear what I'm saying on my radio and what the music's playing. And, I'm like, I want to come back into the world, of kindness and dreams and, let them know that there's somebody out here that is not mean and ugly. I just want the world to say, hey, there's love out here. You don't have to hate everything.
Stop laughing.
Wind me up, come on, ladies. No. Wind me up, right. Wind me up, right. Well, here we go. Take it nice and easy, slow. Ain't no joking, yo. Reminiscing, yes, that sign of the time. Talk to me, hey. Every yesterday, I'm on my streets, yes, on my way. Kicking out a right, cool, little bit old school. Yes, y'all, today we're gonna work out a miracle at Dupont Circle today.
Hello, everybody. My name is Wendell Layton Wills Jr. They call me Rapper D. The D stands for drummer. I'm a 5-gallon bucket go-go grooving type of guy. That was so corny.
I've raced in this area, Dupont Circle, known rap for a long, long time. So he's known throughout this area as the guy who beats the buckets by the subway. He's friends with all the homeless people out here. If they need something, if he makes some good money that day, he helps them out. So that guy, I think he deserves a chance at something better. He's got a lot of talent that's being wasted, I believe. Maybe one day he'll get that break.
complaints. I mean, I had one spot where this officer just ain't like buckets, or he brought in like me, and that crushed my spot for a while, you know. So I had to go somewhere else where it wasn't that many people, but I was able to earn enough, you know, to carry me out through the day. At one time, the element that I had around me was causing problems. Some of my friends would come up, they be listening, having a good time, but they drinking beer, and they talking trash to folks, and I had to pull them up, you know. But they wouldn't listen. But then when the police told me I couldn't play, I knew why, and then I pulled them up to the point they will listen. Cause see, now you taking food out my mouth.
Stay in school. Go to church. Listen to your mom and dad, family, friends that love you, and that will work. You say no to drugs. Stay away from thugs, love. And rather you're happy, say, remember that Jesus loves you. Every little step, baby, that I take, girl.
And I be having fun, man. I mean, it helps me out a lot spiritually, very much spiritually. Stress, unstressed, all my feelings can come out right here. And then I look at people and I catch my vibes too. And playing these buckets is very special to me.
So you drive 6-7 hours to get here, and you're stuck driving around a circle for 8 hours. You can't do that! I mean, you got traffic all over the place. You got signs you've never seen before. People running faster than my car's going. You know, I mean, New York's easier than this, man, I'll tell you the truth. And because of all this, I've taken to walking. And I feel it's my God-given right as a DC pedestrian. What?
Well, fuck.
To walk right in the middle of traffic, not obeying signs or cars or traffic lights or looks of hate that are flashed my way. And I flourish in my false sense of power.
Actually, Dupont Circle got an international reputation. People from all over the world, when they come to town, they come here to play because they know they're going to meet some of the best players in the city. But almost all over the world, people have heard of Dupont Circle for one reason or another.
Chess in Dupont Circle is the best in the city.
You will pay, treat me this way. You will pay.
They're very, very good chess players. They play by the clock. Usually play 5-minute games. Better players will give 5 to 2. They'll have 2 minutes. The other player will have 5 minutes. And there are world-ranked players here.
A lot of people are playing chess not just for the fun of it, but also to make some money out of it.
They play, you know, for a wee bit of change, as it were. $2 to $5, though I have seen very large games here.
The true addicts, the true chess addicts. I mean, it's nothing to it for us to stay out here all day. You know, maybe ask one of the fellas if they can run to the store and get us something to eat while we continue to play. But the most important thing is to stay here at this chess table and play.
basically the same guys come every day. For years they come. They like to play each other. They got some kind of camaraderie going with each other. They like each other as friends.
It's like a family of chess.
It's pretty deep.
Where everybody sort of meets regardless of class, income. The commonality is in chess. There's people who come here from the World Bank, people come here from embassies, people come here from just street people who are chess hustlers. Some people come here to make a living.
Lawyers, doctors, to people who are homeless, and everywhere in between.
It's like an institution, so to speak, for the metropolitan area.
And another thing, when I'm a pedestrian, I hate drivers. And when I'm a driver, I hate pedestrians. You got buses, vans, motorcycles, bicycles, people on those stupid scooters. Now look at that guy right there. Arm in the window, cigarette. That ain't right. Guys in tank tops, no shirt, walking around. What the hell is this? Are we at a beach? Not at a beach, this is Dupont Circle, man. I don't see any sand. No one's playing volleyball! I know it's a double standard, you know, but other people think the same thing. I mean, pedestrians are unpredictable. They walk, they run right in front of traffic, regardless of signs or traffic lights. I mean, look at this guy. You know, I know it's illegal to run them over, even in Dupont Circle. And that is the power of pedestrianism. Hello? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir, there's an intersection right here. There's an intersection. Yeah, hold on. Hold on. He's walking here and drinking coffee at the same time. I can't take this anymore. Yeah, I'm just gonna either move or just walk around my rest of my life.
I think he was a general or something back then. You take it.
I have no idea.
Wait, what do you think? What do you think it was?
I thought it had something to do with the way they laid out the city, but I really don't know at all.
He's some kind of an admiral or Admiral Dupont, right? Is that what that was? Can you tell me?
Samuel Dupont was a Navy officer. He was in charge of the, I think, the South Battalion blocking squad in the Civil War, and was promoted to Rear Admiral due to a successful blocking of a port in South Carolina during the Civil War. It wasn't until the late 1800s that the circle actually was named Pacific Circle, because it related to the early Pacific being the western part of the city. Congress renamed Pacific Circle Dupont Circle, and the Dupont Circle family commissioned a statue, a bronze statue of Samuel Dupont, which was dedicated in December of 1884, and stayed there until around 1920, when the statue was replaced with the current fountain, the marble fountain, which was designed by Daniel Chester French and Henry Bacon, who did the Lincoln Memorial.
All right, for those of you who still don't get this, I've taken it upon myself to teach you. I have drawn a map, precise in detail, to scale, of the Dupont Circle area. Okay, here it is, let's take a look. In the middle of the circle, we have the fountain. Surrounding the fountain, we have this green park where the pigeons and the people come together and unite. Now, here is the hard part, the inner circle in blue. So you're in your car with your family driving along the inner circle. It's a nice sunny day, but you're forced off the inner circle right there. Now a lot of people, they don't know that. So they continue to go left here. No, incorrect, that is wrong. That is illegal. And this really pisses me off. If you wanted to go left there, you should be on the outside circle, in pink, right there. So let's say you're on this pink outer circle. You're allowed to go through the arteries. However, it's not a pretty ride. But then we get to these streets here. These streets are coming at you all over the place, from all angles. This whole thing is a giant mess. You know, if this map doesn't help, I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, I think that DuPont personifies Washington in many ways. I mean, it's had great splendor with the early mansions. It's gone through squalor. It's gone through renovation.
People from everywhere in the world come here, gay, straight.
It's the greatest neighborhood in the world.
I wish y'all good luck in finding what you want to know about DuPont. To me, it's a cool place.
I suppose Dupont Circle is a cool place, but you should come and check it out for yourself. Only do me and yourself a favor. Leave your car at home.
About to hear music from the #1 drum in DC, Rapper D.
No cars.